In this video, I would like to explain what are the prepared statements, and we'll see what are the advantages we have if I use these statements, and also we'll see what will be the syntax of these statements in this video. First of all, as we all know that JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity, by which we are going to interact with your database and we can extract the data from the database and by using a small Java application. Prepared statements, and I would like to explain what are the advantages we have if I use this statement as a part of this video. Simply I say that a prepared statement is simply a pre-compiled statement. Earlier, whenever I would like to execute a query on the database, we used to take the help of the ordinary statement. And for the sake of this ordinary statement, we used to call a method called create statement. And if I use that statement, we can only execute general purpose statements on the database. And when I use these general purpose statements on the database, every statement or every query which is carried from the Java code onto the database was being compiled every time and is to be executed every time. And for compiling the same code and for executing the same code, it is going to take more time. And the second point is, when I use this statement, when I use the method called create statement, there is a possibility of having an attack on your database called as SQL injection. So for avoid this attack and all those things, the designers came with a solution, and they created another statement called as a prepared statement. And this statement is a subclass of your statement class, which I was talking in my earlier video. So now we say that a prepared statement is a pre-compiled statement. It means that whatever the queries I supply in a prepared statement will be compiled only for one time, and the compiled query will be executed for many times. That's the advantage we have if I use the statement called as a prepared statement. And moreover, this particular statement is used in the application development of your Java, where we are going to take the data at the execution time, and at that time I would like to store different data into the database. So in this video, we are going to see how we are going to create a prepared statement and how we are going to set the parameters and the parameter values into the prepared statement. And we'll see how we are going to execute a prepared statement on the database. And also we'll be seeing how to reuse a prepared statement in this video. So we'll understand what are the benefits or the advantages we have if I use this prepared statement. By using these prepared statements, it makes easy to a user or a developer to set the parameters onto my query. And as I said earlier, if I use this statement, SQL injection like attacks cannot be done on your database. And because we are going to compile this query only for one time, it improves the performance of your application. That's the advantage we have if I use this statement as a part of your Java program. Now, coming to the syntax of this particular statement, we are going to write a class. Rather, we need to call it as an interface. And we call this interface as a prepared statement. And we are going to declare a reference variable of this interface. And on the connection, we are going to call the method called as prepare statement. And this particular method is going to take a string as an argument. And this argument can also be called as a query. And this query can be a selecting statement, or it can be an updating statement, or it can be a deleting statement of your database. So if I see this code now, so we are able to create a reference variable of your prepared statement, and I call the method called as my prepare statement, where I can see a query which is used for inserting some values into the table called as EMP. So if you observe that query carefully, after the values, we are going to use two question marks separated by a comma. And the first question mark indicates the first argument, and the second question mark indicates your second argument. And we need to assign a value to this parameter. And for assigning a value to this parameter, we are going to use a method called as my setInt. And this setInt has to be used on the reference variable of your prepared statement. So if you observe this particular statement, now, if you observe this particular statement here, pst1.setInt1 indicates the number of your argument, because I want to set the first argument. So we are going to give the number 1, comma, then we are going to supply an integer value here. Because I am supplying an integer here, I call this method as a setInt. And suppose I want to give an argument as a float, or if I want to give a value as a double. If I would like to give the value as a double, then we are going to use the method called setDouble. Or in the case of float, we are going to use the method called setFloat. Now in the second statement, if I can see here now, I want to set a string. My second argument in my table, or the second column of my EMP table, is a string. And now I would like to pass a string as a value into the table. Okay, so what I do, I'll give the number here because I would like to set the second value, comma. Then we are going to give a string as an argument. Okay, so by using these statements, I'm going to give or assign the values onto the question marks. And then after assigning the values, this particular statement, or I say this particular pre-compiled statement, has to be executed on the database. And for executing this particular statement on the database, we use a method called execute update. And when I use this execute update, whatever the query which is being given in the method called prepared statement, supplied by some arguments, will be executed on the database for the sake of your Java code. All right, now we can see the second example here now. Same thing. Again, I will be creating a reference variable of my prepared statement where I use an update statement. As I said, in that method, I can use my inserting statements, I can use my updating statements, and I can also use my deleting statements. So now in this example, I would like to use a query of update, which updates the table employee. Okay, and we are going to set ename whose EID is equal to 143. As we all know that if I give a query, we need to execute that query on the database. And for executing this particular statement on the database, we are going to use a method called execute update. So now we'll go to the execution part and we'll see how we are going to execute this program for our better understanding. So I start my MySQL, where the version of my MySQL is 8.0.21. So I have a database with a name called SRU. So I'll change my database to SRU. And I have a table here with a name called EMP. Now I would like to describe the table, and in the table we are going to have two columns, where my first column is EID and the second column is ENAME. Okay, now I would like to insert some values into this table. I would like to extract the data. I would like to extract the data from this table from EMP. Right. So we have the data here. Almost, I think, 10 tuples are there in my table. Now I would like to add some more rows into my table using my JDBC program, and by using the statement called as your prepaid statement. So I open my Eclipse. Now we can see this Eclipse code where I will be installing my driver by using the method called class.forName. And we are going to establish the connection by using the method called driver manager.get connection. Then we are going to create a reference variable of the interface called as my prepaid statement. And on this statement, we are going to call a method called as prepaid statement. Into this method, we are going to give a query which will insert a value into my table. So I say insert into EMP values question mark, comma, question mark. And then we are going to set the integer value, which is the first value. And then we are going to set my second value. And at the end, we are going to execute that particular statement. And for executing that particular statement, as I said earlier, we are going to use the method called execute update. And now, after executing that particular statement, now I would like to extract the data which is there in the table of EMP. And for extracting the data from the table, we are going to use the method called execute query, which executes a query. And after executing the query, it returns the extracted table onto the reference variable of the interface called as my result set. There we are going to have an iterative statement, and we are going to execute this iterative statement until we find the last tuple of my table, and we are going to extract each and every column. So if I say get int, if my first column is integer, I say it is get int. If my second column is a string, then I will be saying get string of 2. Then we are going to close my connection. Okay, now after writing this program, now I would like to execute this particular program now. So for executing this program, I just say run as a Java application. And after executing this particular program, at the down, now you can see the row which is added to my database. So I hope you understood how we are going to use a prepared statement in my JDBC applications. Hope you understood. And if you have any comments on it, please give it to me on the comment box. Thank you.